Hi, my name is Tia, and I'm the owner of It's the Room. The purpose of It's the Room is to expand and expose Black brands. It's all about family. It's Imani, Isaiah, Tiana, Tiaja, Tia, Tristan, Sinquan, and Sean. It's is about a legacy. I love standing in front of my children and letting them know that you can make your dreams come true. All you have to do is apply yourself. So we're gonna take the dream of mine and we're gonna make it even bigger. Ever since I was a little kid, I have a loud voice, as you can obviously see. I advocate for the people who don't speak for themselves. I've always been an amplifier of Black voices. I'm one of the founding members of the East Hartford Black Caucus. I've been an elected official for 18 years as a constable. I'm a justice of the peace and so many other things. But one of my favorite things is mentoring Black girls. As a single mother giving birth at 15, I want to basically let them know that your dreams can come true. All you have to do is just really push for it. And they don't have to go all the way out to Oprah and Michelle Obama. My goal is just to let them know that your role model is standing right here in East Hartford. I had a dance studio, okay? So from recital to retail, how did I get here? So many places, right? I had a dance studio, mentoring young kids, letting them know that their dreams could come true. They told me that the place I was in was not zoned for retail. Or was not zoned for what I was doing, rather, sorry. But it was zoned for retail. So I said, I have this place. Who was I to get a place coming from the north end of Hartford? Somebody giving me a place, for real? What are we gonna do with this space? Why not make an everyday pop-up shop? Helping businesses make their dreams come true. So we did that, right? Okay, so we had 8 brands coming in there. They believed in me, y'all. 8 brands bringing their stuff into my store, and we're exposing, we're having a blast. And then COVID came and shut us right down, okay? So COVID came, shut us down. So I'm still on Zoom doing all my mini meetings, Miss Entrepreneur, Miss Elected Official, and I bumped into a young lady. She gonna stay anonymous right now, but she said, you know what? I like what you're doing. How about we get together, you be on one side of the room, I'll be on the other side of the room, and we complement each other's businesses. So that's what we did. COVID lingered, all right? But with this dream, we bought the room back. We're now located in the biggest mall in Connecticut, the Connecticut Post Mall, and we are partnered in the same space with the Black Business Alliance. So we do a lot of different things up in there, y'all. We have networking events, we have book signings. We just had the biggest fashion show in the middle of the mall with 200 people in attendance. It was really great. All right. So when people leave, they don't just leave with nothing. They leave with education from BBA side. They leave with great designers supporting the Black community, bringing us together, keeping our money in our community. And that's what I love about what we do. It's experience. The purpose of It's the Room is to help small businesses expose and expand their brands. And not just that, y'all. Something that we're not known for building wealth. We're not known for leaving legacies. That's what It's the Room is really trying to do with small businesses. Give them a platform to build wealth, leave legacies, let people know that if you push, you can do anything you put your mind to. The metrics. We've been in business for 1 year and in the Connecticut Post Mall. We had a revenue of last year, $41,000, which had a 40% profit retained after all expenses. Right now we have It's the Room family of just under 1,000 people, and we've retained 25% of them as repeat customers. And in that time, we've attracted 27 businesses to be a part of our family. Okay, so our customer and retention comes from just really good customer service, having poetry events, fashion shows, all that good stuff, just to let people know we are family. We had a 179% increase of our total revenue from this time last year. Okay, so the question came, how can technology enhance your business? And I'm like, wow, my business is already super dope. How can technology really help that thing? All right, so if you ask any woman, or anybody for that matter, what is the biggest pain about going shopping? And it's the dressing room, all right? We have no privacy, we have bad lighting, it's not comfortable, it's time consuming, right? You gotta take off clothes, you gotta put on another shirt, the shirt don't fit, you gotta do all this shenanigans just to get a really cool outfit. So what we decided to do is bringing a virtual mirror. This is my prop, y'all. I just wanted to do this for effects. It's just, so imagine going into the dressing room, right? Okay, so this is the virtual, it's the mirror. And the thought process of this is, what do you think about going into a dressing room and not having to take off any clothes? All right, all you gotta do is push a button. And all the outfits are there and you just try them on. Now that doesn't fit and you try that on and that doesn't fit. It's easy for busy shoppers like me, single mother of 5 kids. You saw them kids, single mother of 5 kids, all right? And it gives you an authentic representation of who you are. You're not just putting on clothes on a body that doesn't look like you. This mirror is going to be able to see your skin tone, to be able to see everything about you and actually fit your curves, all right? So in this mirror, hopefully we'll be able to collect data. So we'll see the clothes you didn't like. We'll see the clothes you didn't buy. And it's so easy for inventory. So for you guys who are in retail, you know it's a hot mess trying to go in there, pick up clothes after people done threw them down and putting it back up. All right, so it's happened before, all right? Bryn Putnam sold her mirror to Lululemon for $5 million. She was a pregnant person. They thought she couldn't do it. She just wanted to exercise. This mirror did not take up any floor space. So if she can do it, we can do that thing also. Competitive landscape. There's a lot of mirrors out there. I did the research, OpenAI, cool thing to show me this because I was on there all the time. There's a lot of mirrors. There's Neiman Marcus, they have a virtual mirror. There's Try and Buy, they have a virtual mirror. There's a lot of headsets out there to where you can see 30 degrees around you, but there's nothing like that I found so far, what we want to do, okay? So our advantage is we still want to do consignment. We still want to keep the model of it's the room. We still want to focus on wealth building. We want to focus on the lower to middle class to whereas they wouldn't be able to see this type of technology. So in our difference is that we want to ramp up the business. We want to ramp up businesses, give our customers, attract new customers, and give them just a chance to have something that we won't have in some of the places that we come from. Our business model. So therefore, the plan for It's the Mirror is we'll have the model in It's the Room, of course. So we'll do the prototype and we'll do all that good stuff. By looking up what it costs to make a mirror like this is anywhere from $2,000, depending on the specs. The bigger you go, the higher the mirror will cost. But it's $2,000 and up. So we'll have the mirror in our store. And the game plan is not just to keep it in our store, it's to market it out to other small businesses. Why wouldn't they want to enjoy a mirror like this so they can attract customers, they can make more sales, and as a community, we can just do the thing, right? So thought process is because the mirror can start so low, we'll have an install fee for $2,000 or some change. We'll start with about 300 stores. Don't want to get too big. Want to kind of stay in that realm. So that would be the first year sales. Then we'll have a monthly subscription for the hardware, for the software, and all that good stuff. So our market is the United States. So what store does not have mirrors? So of course, we would want to definitely bring this out to the United States, offer this all across. Our team is a bunch of scrappy people who just really got together and said, hey, It's the Room works, all right? My daughter co-founder, I got administrative assistant. Goal is to get a few brand ambassadors out there so they can help with all these brands, putting us out there. The ask is the $35,000. We will take the first 15, use it for the prototype. The remainder money will continue to broaden the reach, expanding and exposing Black brands so we can have affluence in our community. Thank you. A rising tide lifts all boats. So when the storm comes, no matter how low you go, the tide will lift us all up equally. Thank you for your time.
I date myself about 20 years ago when she was talking to me a little bit about how they were building around her in East Hartford. Mm-hmm. And so to see how far you've come is absolutely amazing. So thank you. Thank you. So my thoughts is when you're looking at your scalability outside of small businesses, what does that look like for you? And where do you envision yourself in 5 years from now?
Wait, do I envision myself? Okay, we're going to bring that down because I envision myself being real big. But I mean, for me, when I look at scalability, I look at the sky's the limit because again, when you're looking at retail, you cannot go into a retail store without a mirror. So the whole thought process is to perfect it as to where we are, get it right, get it good, and then scale out. My heart is with the small business owners to make something that they can afford to bring it to them. Because again, the big stores have the money. So that's where I really want to start with the small businesses and then scale out. And again, the map of the mirrors, the world's the limit.
You mentioned really great presentation. I'm excited. You mentioned the idea to also have a data platform. What is your priority for making your roadmap actually implementing your roadmap? The things that you want to do, priority. You said you want to get the mirrors, you want to really engage the small businesses, you want to do a data platform. What is your timeline? And then what is your priority for making these things happen?
Everyone wants to do things inside of a rush. I'm a true believer in 2 weeks and I'll be 49. I'm a true believer that when you take your time, don't go slow, but when you take your time, you do the research, you get the specs. I'm looking at maybe 2 years out, like really to make sure we have, because what I don't want to do is create a mirror and it doesn't have everything. Now, it's not going to be the top of the line mirror. I want to be able to update and upgrade as we go. That's the whole purpose of having stores buy it and they'll pay their subscription and we'll be able to update their mirrors as we get more specs and make it bigger. So that's the thought process with that. And basically the priority is, that is the priority. It's just really just to take our time, just to really get it right the first time and to focus on the small businesses.
I guess my question is, I'm interested in, how are you selling the data? What data are you selling? Who's buying? If you are selling the data that you're collecting.
Well, I wouldn't sell the data because, again, if your question makes sense to me, I don't like when people buy my data. So therefore, whatever information we get from the customer going into looking at the mirror, seeing if that shirt fits, in thinking about that data would stay with the stores in which we sell the mirror to. So it wouldn't be out to the public. It wouldn't be for anybody. That data that we collect would be for those stores so they can benefit from it too. Because again, a rising tide lifts all boats.
There was a thought that some of the data, once you see patterns and trends, that might be helpful, right, for different businesses that are interested in understanding the same customers that come to you. That was the thought process behind the data package.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, how are you thinking about build out in terms of getting the initial prototype developed?
Build out. Explain that question again.
Oh, for the mirror, in terms of like trying to find the ability of who can create the first one to put into your store.
Okay, so I did some research on OpenAI. I was asking that thing a lot of questions. It spits out a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. There are a lot of software companies out there who does have the ability to do exactly what I'm asking. So it's really about getting in touch with them, seeing their prices, seeing how much they cost, and doing that type of research.
Well done.
Thank you very much.